1,000 times at least Jerry had heard this story. With her own eyes she'd seen the dog-eared note written by her mother. The note May kept with her most treasured possessions. It wasn't that Jerry was ungrateful for all May had done for her, but did her grandmother have to go overboard with her old-school ways? Plus, it got worse after Grandpa Buddy suffered a massive stroke, died, and left May alone to raise a 9-year-old girl. From then on, Grandma May became more and more unbearable with her strict curfews, exhausting daily chores, and old-fashioned rules for courting. Left up to May, Jerry would end up an old maid for sure. So, after one particularly trying week at home, John proposed and Jerry gave the nod. Her whirlwind engagement and quick courthouse nuptial led some to speculate a pregnancy might be the cause. But a few months passed, and the rumor lost steam and eventually fizzled out. About 5 months after their marriage, John was shipped out to fight in the Korean War. Before leaving, the 28-year-old soldier rushed to purchase the 2-bedroom bungalow on Laurel Street. It was a lovely house in good condition. The white frame home boasted large front and back porches, 2 ample bedrooms, a fireplace, an attic fan, and French doors. John hunted tirelessly until he found the right house in the right neighborhood. Moving day was really no big deal, since neither Jerry nor John had much to speak of. John brought the furniture from his base apartment, some odds and ends, and his clothing, mostly uniforms. A few whatnots, curtains, lamps, and tables from May's storage shed, and an outfit or 2 or 3 were all Jerry lugged through the arched doorway of the quaint old house. So little were the combined possessions of the young couple that Jerry, John, and his army pal completed the entire move in only 3 hours and 10 minutes. The house was lovely and became even more so as the days passed and John and Jerry unboxed the last of the cardboard boxes. In Jerry's mind, however, the move wasn't quite complete until a celebrated afternoon of a memorable red-letter day. It was the day John and his army buddy trucked over to May's house and fetched back the green wicker rocker. Gnawing at her right thumbnail and pacing anxiously across the creaking cedar boards of the wide front porch, Jerry jumped each time she heard tires roll along the cracked asphalt of the shade-covered lane. By and by, a rowdy cacophony of awful noises supplanted the usual calm repose of the Laurel Street neighborhood. From the moment it turned the corner, Jerry recognized the sound of John's friend's old jalopy truck, clattering, sputtering, and backfiring every inch of the way. As folks along the street pulled back curtains and peered out window panes, the rusty truck motored its undignified, wobbly path until, while still rolling slowly on the pavement, it choked off right in front of Jerry's house. Losing momentum inch by inch, the truck petered out and came to a complete stop at the end of the walkway. As the men casually went about taking down the antique chair from the truck's rear, Jerry excitedly instructed from the porch, "Be careful, don't scratch it up. This here is a family heirloom." And so it happened that this beloved family chair, with all of its rich history, was officially passed down from May to Jerry. On the outside, Jerry clapped childishly and grinned from ear to ear, all the while the 2 men lowered the chair into the spot Jerry pointed out on the front porch. But inside her heart, the family rocking chair personified the peace that made the Laurel Street house a home, her home. Almost in unison, both fellows took off their caps and wiped their hands across their foreheads. Jerry plopped down in the chair, rubbed her palms against the well-worn wooden arms, closed her eyes, and rocked as if nothing else in the world mattered. A quick exchange of a handshake between the 2 guys, and it wasn't long before the same fanfare of clanking spews which heralded the truck's arrival also made known its noisy departure. John stood in the yard and gave an appreciative wave to his friend, then sauntered slowly up the porch steps, gazing steadily and admiring the picture of beauty Jerry made, rocking away in the old rocker. John felt a sudden air of accomplishment. He tucked his cap in his pocket, sat down near the top of the steps, leaned back, and rested his bony elbows on the porch. Keeping the lazy beat of the swing chair, Jerry offered sincerely, "Thank you, John, honey. Now I got my chair. What more could I need?" "How about a dog?" Startled by John's answer, Jerry's eyes popped open, and her feet abruptly halted the rocking of the chair. "A dog?" John thought for a minute, then added, "Yeah, a little fellow. To watch over you till I get back." "No, I don't need no dog to watch over me. That's the law's job. He'll look after me till you get back. No dog. Besides, I don't need another mouth to feed round here." "Hear me out, Jerry." Jerry got up from the chair, snuggled close to John on the step, and kissed him softly on the lips. "John, don't worry. With the law's help, I'm going to be just fine. I got my chair, this beautiful house, all I need." So this was the house John had chosen for his new bride. Jerry loved it and loved the neighborhood. She figured she would grow to love John too. All she needed was a little time.